Hello, welcome back to West Ham Gossip. This week, quite a few things to talk about. First of all, is the news that Mark Noble has taken up his 1 year extension of his contract to stay at West Ham to about 2021, I believe. So, yeah, that's the captain, Mr. West Ham, staying on. It seems kind of ironic that while we're still trying to get Declan Rice's contract sorted out, we get Mark Noble sorted out beforehand. Obviously, you can't compare contract situations, but it does seem ironic still. But hopefully, Rice gets his contract sorted out sooner or later, and he can join Mark on a long stay at the club. So, yeah, fingers crossed for that one. Second of all, there's apparently been a link on a report online that Okazaki from Leicester, the striker, would be a good pick for West Ham in January. And the points put forward are pretty, it doesn't. It's a pretty good link, to be fair. He's only 5.5 million, quite a cheap, in the Premier League for a player who's been here quite a few years. He's won the league with Leicester. I think he was there when Leicester won the league. Could be wrong, not too sure. But he's live. Why when he come from? Not been the most prolific striker, but he can play as a lone man, as he has done previously, and with a partner. So that's pretty much that's perfect for a Premier League striker. So West Ham kind of being low on strikers, with Arnautovic out, and now Perez with only Carroll to choose from specifically being strikers, then possibly is someone to look at. But you'd kind of think that West Ham are looking elsewhere than someone who's kind of tried and tested in the Premier League and isn't exactly doing bits for Leicester at the minute, is he? So, yeah, possibly Okazaki in January. It's a decent option anyway. Third of all is the sad news that Reece Oxford has had his watch stolen from the training ground. Now, I say sad because I don't think anyone deserves to get robbed, whether we like it or not. Reece is a working man. He's still getting paid to play football, no matter how much he deserves his wages or not. It's, you should be able to leave your belongings wherever, and them to be safe and where not be taken by someone else that isn't warranting of them. So it's sad to hear that's happened to him. Hopefully he can get past it. Probably afford a new one anyway. It's just not really that terrible in that circumstance. But it's still not nice to know that the training ground is like that. It's a Premier League club, any club, especially West Ham. You'd like to think that there were still standards around the club, that security, or if it's from someone within the club, it's even worse. So hopefully that gets resolved, and if Oxford's going to stay at the club, there's rumours that him and his management team, his agent, think it's West Ham trying to force him out, which I think is unprofessional. Personally, no matter how much he's kind of looking to leave or how unprofessional he is, the club can't be unprofessional itself. It's got to be the better person in some ways. So if he's going to go, then just send him in January. Just get an offer for him, get him off the wage bill and do it. But don't do it like that. If it is what's going on, it's a bit conspiracy theory kind of wise. But at the same time, it actually kind of wouldn't surprise you, especially with the owners we've got. And last but not least is basically that. Forgot there for a second. Sorry about that. Yaya Toure has laughably had his contract cancelled by mutual consent, which is, I always think, a way of saying, well, they want rid of you, but they don't want to say it horribly. Yaya Toure has been released by Olympiacos, and then obviously when Pellegrini took over, there were rumours that he was going to come to West Ham possibly. And the deal put forward, which I actually thought was quite a good deal in a way, was that if he played the games and we weren't impressed, that he would pay back whatever money we gave him in the first place. So I wouldn't have placed no to that at the time. Maybe that's being a bit naive and stupid and silly. But there is a link saying that he's looking to come back to the Premier League, and obviously with the Pellegrini link still being there, that he would look to maybe come to West Ham, because we're kind of short on midfielders with Wilshere being out and whatnot. If he can't make it at Olympiacos, and if they've kind of cancelled his contract, I don't think he should come back to the Premier League. And I think there's far better out there at the age and the money going. West Ham sort of need to maybe dig in their pockets a bit more in January than they didn't, like they did in the summer, and get someone more consistent who's going to stay fit and produce the goods. Noble isn't going to last the full season. Obiang's a bit inconsistent himself. Rice is the only one that you would have on the team sheet first first and foremost. So fingers crossed that gets resolved. I can't see younger Toure coming with West Ham, but if he did, it's got to be a better deal than we got with Wilshere, because apparently he's on pay as it is. So yeah, that's very likely transfer gossip, West Ham gossip for the week. We've got Fulham on Saturday, late kick-off on TV. So hopefully 4th win in a row. Come on, you Irons.